What if Taylor Swift were a gambler?
Hit me.
But you've already got 21.
I'm feeling 22.
22. Bust.
What?
What if Taylor Swift were married?
Hey, babe, you haven't written a song in a really long time. Is everything okay?
I just haven't been feeling very inspired lately. Could you maybe cheat on me?
Oh, wow. Yeah, if I have to.
You're the best, babe.
What if Taylor Swift were a Pokemon?
Taylor, I choose you! Taylor, use Swift Attack!
What if Taylor Swift were black?
Wow, I can't believe I won. Kanye, sit your ass down. I see you getting out of your seat. That's right. Yeah, I actually want to dedicate this award to Beyonce. She actually deserves to win. Piece of hair grease, y'all.
What if Taylor Swift were a mind reader?
Hey, babe. Guess what board game I got you?
I knew you had trouble when you walked in. And don't call me babe.
I apologize. Are you gonna break up with me soon?
Soon.
Like how soon?
That's for me to know.
What if Taylor Swift were speaking with a lisp?
Hey, what's up? It's Taylor Swift. Shake it off! Shake it off! Thanks, everyone.
What if Taylor Swift were a foreign language interpreter?
What I need. Tammy wants to break up with you.
You want to break up with me?
Mel. And she wants you to never speak to her again. Huh?
Why, Tammy? Why?
I don't know.
What if Taylor Swift were a doctor?
So I just got your test results back, and I'm sorry, but now you've got bad blood. Don't cry. You're getting teardrops on my guitar.
What if Taylor Swift were a bachelorette?
Dan, will you accept this rose?
Absolutely.
I don't understand. We connected in the honeymoon suite. You told me you love me.
Yeah, but your name's Demetrius. That doesn't rhyme with anything. You know how easy it's gonna be to write a song about Dan when I break off our engagement?
Hell yeah, what?
What if Taylor Swift were your stepdad? Shake it off, boy! Shake it off! What if Taylor Swift were honest?
Oh my gosh, Taylor, I'm so sorry I'm late.
I'm not mad you're late. I'm mad you look better than me. And for that, I'm gonna ice you out and spread rumors about you because I feel good being mean to strong women who make me feel threatened. But if you want to continue to ride my coattails and be a part of my squad, you're gonna get a bad nose job so I look hotter next to you.
Yeah, sure thing, Taylor.
Thanks.
Hey there, guys! Thanks for subscribing! Click the box on the left to watch Big What If Mario, box on the right to watch Big What If Star Wars,